Alrighty, hey everybody. Welcome to another wonderful week of Waters of the Deep. We are a couple people short, so we are running the golden years, as you can see on our monitor there. Finishing getting everything transitioned here. Okay, so yeah, you guys, well, let's do introductions real quick, just in case nobody's familiar with these characters. Jeremy, we'll start with you.
Share the map with us?
Oh, it's the golden years. You should be able to see it, but
GY.
TGY.
Clicking on my character normally pulls up the map, and it did not, so I assumed it wasn't shared.
I think you have to do it through the token now. Yeah, you have to when you on your character sheet,
Oh,
click your token in the top left, and then click the little target button in between the bottom two tokens.
yeah, it wasn't there. It
Oh,
is now, though, so it's all good.
okay.
Go ahead, Jeremy. Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
Hey, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Max, the Green Dragonborn cleric, who's not allowed to decide what god he follows yet.
I think you're allowed to pick what god you follow. You just can't pick your domain until you're level 3. Which still
Nope.
asinine, I agree. However,
Nope. Obviously, I am an atheist cleric. That's the only explanation.
all right. Katie.
I'm playing Mad Magog Goblin Basher, and I don't really remember if there's any backstory or not, other than fuck those goblins, they make me mad.
We might, depending how much, if ever, we play these characters, there may be some long familial arch to the Slap clan or some variety.
Ah, yes,
But
yes.
no, we never determined anything. So
Okay. I figured I probably was just like, nope, barbarian, don't care. Simple. Let's do it.
Mike.
Hi, guys. I'm playing Barrick. I am a blue Dragonborn sorcerer. And I am, like to get a little personal with everybody.
All right. And then
Let's just leave it at that.
alongside DMing, I also play Avalyn, a warlock paladin. Yeah, that's about it for now. But yeah, you guys left Haven a few days ago after you departed the same time that the normal crew departed. They were heading to the east in search of the giant one-eyed things that Odes was hell-bent on finding because his deity daddy told him to.
What you
And
get for worshiping a god.
after some discussion with Admiral Silt, Captain Reith uh, took a quick, should be easy job from the Salvagers Guild, and you guys headed little ways northeast from Haven. Um, the mission briefing you got was that a previous ship captain, um, a couple of other ship captains had heard rumors of a tree of some sort growing underwater. And the Salvagers Guild got funded by the Crown to send a ship out on a reconnaissance and hopeful recovery mission to find the tree, figure out what type of tree it is, if possible, bring it back so that it can be bred and create an underwater forest, thus opening up the space on Haven itself. And that's where we are. You guys have docked above the or not docked, anchored above the supposed area. Uh, to widen profit margins, it is a skeleton crew out on this mission. So Bree, Morticia, and Mortimer have been directed by Captain Reith to stay behind on the ship, um, in case there's any bad weather or pirate attacks or anything like that. And the four of you slash us are going to be sent down on reconnaissance to try and find this tree growing at the bottom of the ocean. Any questions about that?
Yes. Ooh, this crew is not geared for underwater adventures.
Yeah, gonna say.
So Captain Wraith does have. I was getting to that. Captain Wraith does have a supply of water-breathing potions. Everybody will get one, which will last for 4 hours. So you don't have to worry about breathing underwater. But the rest will be
Okay.
up to us.
Oops.
It's a one-shot, man. I'm not going to make you spend 3 hours just trying to find a water-breathing potion.
I appreciate that.
Mhm.
Any other questions, concerns, bitches, gripes, complaints?
No.
No. Let's get to bashing some shit.
All right. Well, with the quick order from Captain Wraith, Bree, Morticia, and Mortimer will lower the crane over the side of the ship. And Avelin's going to jump right in and start swimming. He does a backflip. It was pretty awesome.
Mad Magog's gonna see that and just run and dive, jumping out like as far as her orc legs can carry her.
Make an athletics check.
They
First
do that.
roll of the night. Let's see how it goes. Come on, nat 1.
That'd be great. Trips over the
Slips
sighting.
on the miscalculates the jump, hits the railing. No. Yeah, no, you get like a good 20 feet out. That's probably more than 20 feet, but whatever. You get some distance on it.
I look at Max and go, well, I guess time to go. And I just kind of step over the edge and just kind of drop down like a stick.
Jeremy, you coming, bud, or there we go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk off. I have no interest in being showy.
All right. And down the depths you go. The rope is there for you guys to follow to the bottom, should you choose. For the sake of the adventure, Avalyn is going to be a silent partner, unless he really needs to speak up or take action, just for record's sake. Yeah, down the depths you guys go. Everyone make a perception check for me. Beautiful. So Avalyn, Barrick, and Max are just swimming along, knowing they gotta get to the bottom. Mad Magog, out of the corner of your eye, you see fish-shaped shadows a little ways off, maybe 40, 50 yards off. And they start moving kind of in your direction.
Can we talk underwater?
You can certainly try.
Well, I think that sounds like dinner to me. So I'd say, sushi. And head toward him.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Um,
rolling my eyes and following.
Yeah, Bear's just gonna shrug and go, oh, okay.
Okay. So,
Ain't no harm in grabbing some food on the way, right? So we'll start following.
all right. So you start swimming towards these fish-shaped things, and when you get close enough to see what they are, Mad Magog, because you guys are down a little ways, it's dark-ish. But when you finally get far enough to, or close enough to see what they are, you're maybe 55-ish feet away, and they are sharks.
Hmm.
They are still swimming towards you. What would you like to do, Miss Mad Magog?
I'm gonna look back over my shoulder at everybody with a grin. Like I just want to go. I want to fight these things, but I will respect other people's wishes because I'm a team player.
How would you relate that with a facial expression? Make it for the camera for us.
I would go over my shoulder and be like,
Okay. The group's response.
Pam says hi, everyone.
Hi, Pam.
"Hi, Pam."
I will roll my eyes, shrug, and look at Eowyn? Is that what or Diedrich?
Evelyn and
Evelyn.
Barrick.
Barrick. Oh. Oh, okay.
I know, new names. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, I haven't even finished remembering the old ones yet. So,
Avalon will kind of pop his rapier out of its sheath, and he doesn't draw. He just like breaks it loose so he's ready to draw and shrug his shoulder.
Barrick's just gonna.
Cast fireball.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's just gonna twirl his hands a little bit and like, shrug his shoulders. Whatever,
Okay.
whatever we're doing.
Avalon will look at Mad Magog then and point up, and then point at Mad Magog, indicating up to you.
I will take that as everybody's really excited to go get these sharks.
that sounds about on par.
Okay.
Look, I'm not very smart, so
Why doesn't everybody go ahead and roll initiative for me? All right. Barrick, looks like you're up first.
I mean, if yeah, Mad Magog wants some wants some shark. I guess we're gonna get her shark. Take the one straight ahead of me there, I guess.
Are you within range?
120 feet.
Okay. I don't know what the range of your spells are, so I just wanted to make sure.
Yes.
Okay. So Mad Magog, as you get excited, like, yeah, they're all in for it, you look back and you just see a little sorceress slap one of the sharks for 3 points of damage as you turn back.
All right.
What
It's
else
like
you,
we're killing shark number 1.
what else you got for us, Barrick?
I'm gonna grin because fuck, I hit something, and I'm just gonna stay right here because they're fucking sharks, and I ain't getting closer.
All right. He's gonna dash. Right up next to you, Mad Magog. That's a dash. So that's it for that, and it's your turn.
Well, I will. I guess you don't really draw a great axe. It's probably always kind of out. And attack.
That'll hit. You have Savage Attacker, so roll another d12 in the chat box. And we'll see if that comes out higher or not.
Oh, yeah, no, that's
Absolutely it
right.
does. So an extra 6 points.
Is that something I put on myself?
I don't think... No, there's no like effect or ability you can drop on yourself. But it's one...
There's a.
So that
Is that?
that uses it, but it won't re-roll it. Like there's nothing
Oh,
coded into the system to re-roll and take the higher of the two. But it's once per turn when you hit a target, and right now you only
Okay.
got one attack. So
Okay. Gotcha. Cool.
all right. Anything else for you?
Mm.
Was that a no? You
That's a no. About all.
Max,
Got.
you're up.
Okay, well, what can he do? Yeah, okay. Nice.
He fails. Uh, 3 points of damage there. All right. Anything else for you?
No.
All right. Reef Shark 2. Dashes up as well. My turn. Swim up behind Reef Shark 2. And give it the old stabby.
Cam would be proud.
I think so.
Not with that 1 on the damage die.
Pam of all people would understand that.
Oh, I forgot to shut these guys off. And we're back up to the top of the round with Barrick.
Yeah, ain't no point in ending what I'm doing now. Keep up with it.
Solid hit. Oof.
Yeah, I definitely am planning on. I'm assuming my movement's the same underwater.
No. If you don't
No.
have a swim speed, it's considered difficult terrain.
So half?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to move back then. And that's me.
All right. Reef Shark 1. Takes his bite and hits. Mad Magog.
Going to continue my attack on number 1. Hell yeah.
With a crit.
Does cleave work for something that's on the other side of me?
That is a good question.
It
Let's
simply
see.
says an enemy within 5 feet, doesn't it?
Within
I
5
think
feet of the first.
Of the. Okay.
So it has to be in an adjacent square to the original target.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's it.
All right, Max. It fails.
Nice.
Five points of damage. Anything else for you?
No.
All right. Reef Shark 2, having been stabbed, is going to turn around, try to take a bite out of Avalyn and miss. Avalyn's up. Some more stabby stabby with the hitty hitty. A little bit better on the pokey pokey this time. And Barrick, you're up.
Man, these rounds go fast.
It's amazing when
Yeah.
there's only a handful of players.
Yeah, low level players.
And not 20 enemies to make the combat actually
I'm just gonna keep
enticing.
zapping.
3 points of damage there.
And he's gonna go this way.
All right.
And that's it.
Mad Magog.
We do what we do.
With advantage.
Okay.
Oh, almost a crit, but not quite.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll your damage. And roll that d12 in the chat box one more time. Same thing.
Nope, not this time.
So what you can do with that, Katie, is you could roll the damage just in the chat box twice, and then
Okay.
I can drag the higher of the two onto the target. That way
Okay.
I don't have to do math or anything. We see
Okay.
what the rolls are and then decide.
That sounds good.
All right.
That's it.
Max.
Well, I think I'm just going to do the same thing again. It's worked out so well so far. Now that I say that, it will never work again.
It's kind of how it works with Sacred Flame, period. So it's like, yeah, it worked, and then next time it does, you won't remember the last time it did. Nothing there. Anything else for you, bud?
No, that's it.
All right. Reef Shark is going to take a bite, which hits. So it's kind of like a take a nip and swim past sort of thing. So both Mad Magog and Avalyn will get a attack of opportunity as it tries to flee. Avalyn misses. Madmagog hits, though. Just drop those 2 damages in the chat box, and we'll take the bigger of the 2.
Isn't it only once per turn, so it's not
It
for
is
a reaction?
It is once per turn, you are right, so just drop the damage right on it. Good call. Beautiful. So as this thing takes a bite onto your arm and then swims past to start swimming away, you come up with your great axe and lodge it right in the shark's belly. As you pull it out, a wee little baby shark comes out of that shark's belly and quickly swims away.
I just gave a shark a C-section. I'll call after it. Goodbye, little one.
Comes out
Grow up
in
strong.
bubbles. Avalyn will come over with his hand axe and start processing one of the sharks.
I'll switch to my hand axe and try to help. I don't have very good survival skills, so.
It's okay. Roll a survival skill.
Hell yeah. Here we go.
I don't have a very good one either. I rolled a 9. So.
Yeah, I couldn't help if I wanted to. It's all foreign to me. Is that meat? Is that a tail? Is that a fin? I don't know.
I'm just putting it on our inventories. Give me 1 second. We both walked away with about 15 pounds of shark meat there.
Okay, dokie.
All right.
Okay.
And I'll give you the diver's question for okay. And I'll thumbs down and start swimming.
I'll follow.
All right. You all continue swimming to the depths. Go ahead and give me another perception check, everybody. I opened up Avalyn's skills tab and then stared at the chat box without clicking the button. Oh man, I'm losing it over here. Beautiful. Max, you can see 3 good-looking directions where a tree might want to live. There is a ravine, I guess the best way to describe it would be like a hillside area, or a cave. And everyone else, you see these locations, but none of them stick out as like a good indication of where a tree might be.
I am going to point towards the cave.
Avalon,
Point towards the cave and then kind of shrug.
Avalon will give you a thumb. Avalyn, sorry, will give you a thumbs up and shrug his shoulders.
I'll just shrug. I don't know much about that. Like, I'm game.
Okay.
Caves sound fun.
Anything from you, Barrick, or are we gonna start swimming? What are we doing?
No, I'm gonna follow. I'm sorry.
All right. So you
Yeah,
all
I'll just.
swim into the cave, which is wide enough for you to pull yourselves through. It goes down for maybe 40, 50 feet, and then curves a little bit and comes up into an air pocket. And I will get you transferred. Give me just a second. So as you come up into this air pocket, you notice that it is a dank, dark cave. The water sits at about knee height, making movement difficult terrain. And it just smells like a moldy cave. As Avalon climbs out of the water, he will lay a hand on your shoulder, Mad Magog, and say thanks for the help as he burns his lay on hands to help you.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder less gently, accidentally, say thanks.
Hey, at least we got some meat for later, right? That was the game plan. We got it. Yay! Go team.
Go team.
Guess we need to go find a tree now, I guess.
Well, I think Max picked a good direction here. You know, last I checked, trees needed oxygen, and as shitty as it is, there is oxygen in here.
Yeah. All right. Well, lead the way, cause I sure as fucking leading. I know better.
We on a different map?
Oh, I
I don't
am
think the map's
so
up yet.
sorry. I totally forgot to share the map. I was like, why isn't anyone moving?
Oh,
It's okay. I was
that'll
just
help.
like, well, you know, sometimes it doesn't give you everything, so I'm like, did I just miss out? Is everyone else moving around and I'm just an idiot having a seizure? What?
No, it's on me. I am brain farting horribly this evening.
It's all good.
So, I will step forward, and you can all see the cave is pretty run-of-the-mill, generic cave-wise. Stalagmites and stalactites from the floor and ceiling, the constant drip of water coming down, and just like a real moldy, fishy smell.
Well, dead fish is good fertilizer.
Yeah.
Coming around that corner reveals the rest of the cave there. And Max, you'll be able to see from where you're standing a door right there on that side of the cave. The door is crudely constructed of basically shit you would find at the bottom of the ocean. So, a few scrap boards from sunken ships lashed together with like some reed vines or seaweed.
Huh.
Very, very crude construction, but enough to slow something down or at least give some visual privacy.
Hey guys, there's a door up here.
I ain't like we got anything better to do. Let's go see what's behind the door.
Is there anything over here? It kind of looks like a passageway.
I didn't make this map. I pulled it off Google, so no.
Okay, so there's
nothing there.
there's nothing there.
It's
Oh, okay.
no, it's an alcove.
Okay. Just wanted to check.
Yep.
So I guess I'll move up there and wait for everybody else.
I'll be right behind him.
I will follow as well.
Getting up to the door, Avalyn will step to the side and gesture to Mad Magog. Ladies first.
I'll say gruffly, thanks.
All right. Yeah, you approach the door. It looks exactly as I previously described. You can see through it to reveal another cave and some more door. So it's not great in the way of privacy.
That's another door directly across?
Yeah.
I'll just keep going.
Yep, the door swings open. As you step into this room, you will notice that there are markings on the walls. And I will
Like,
put them in here.
Can I use arcane check to see if I recognize these markings?
You can.
All right. Oh shit.
heck yeah.
Nobody can read that. So even if it translated it for you, you don't know what it said. You know that it is in a language known as Undercommon, Barrick, but you cannot
Okay.
yourself read it, so you don't know what it says.
Okay, so but it's not arcanic.
No, it's not magic in nature.
Okay.
Um,
That's what I was trying to decipher, is if it
yeah.
was magic in nature.
no, as far as you can discern, it's not magic in nature. It's just something written in a language you don't understand. Other than
Okay,
you
well-
know what language it is.
Well, I'm definitely going to say something to the group that, well, I mean, it's not arcanic, so, you know, not magically inclined. So,
At this point, I'm going to realize that they're talking about, like, writing on the walls.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. What? It's important, maybe.
Give me 1 second. Because I'm supposed to have... Nope, never mind. Alright, shall we continue then, since nobody can read it?
Sounds like a game plan.
Mm-hmm.
So you're opening the next door?
Yep.
Alright. That reveals, you guessed it, more cave.
Excellent.
Let's head on down the cave.
I'm going to go
actually
straight to the way that I can see.
Just going to go ahead and pop all this right now. This door was much better constructed than the first one.
The one we just went through?
Yes. When you open it and step in, and I'll just move you a few feet here, you all start hearing noises echo from the far side of the cave. And the best way I can think to describe it would be a pig squealing while you hold its head underwater. So it's a lot of guttural bubbles, but you still get the occasional squeak in there.
The fuck?
And it's not constant. It like sounds conversational.
That,
Like you'll
wait, squeal?
yeah, so you know a pig squeal like
Yeah.
Imagine that if you were holding its head underwater. But conversational. So like
But it's
you'll hear it for a second and then you'll hear a different pitch of it. And then you'll hear a higher pitch response and it'll just kind of be going back and forth.
okay. So it's not like we don't get the feeling of like holding a pig underwater.
No,
It's just a
that's
constant.
that's above table how I'm describing the sound to
Okay.
you.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I should have said above table.
Okay, so can I try and decipher whether or not that's like some type of somebody talking in another language or something? Like an
Yeah.
insight?
Make an insight check. It definitely sounds conversational, not abusive.
Okay. I'm gonna quietly relay to the others around me. I think there's some type of beings ahead of us discussing something.
What'd you say? Oh, beings.
Beings, yeah.
I thought you said
I
beans.
thought he said beans
What?
too.
Beans. There's some kind of beans talking in front of us. Yeah,
This is
no,
not
I
a
mean,
Jack the Giant Slayer spin-off, okay?
Oh no.
Avalon will speak up. That's no being I've ever heard of or heard before, but I mean, I'd have to agree with your deduction.
well, let's go see what it is. And I kind of nudge Mad because
Move, meat
yeah,
shield.
I ain't going first. Yeah, let's just be honest here. I know better.
Strahd kept you to stay behind the meat shield, huh?
Oh no, I'm a sorcerer. I know better.
Jeremy, are you following? Or are you doing something else there?
I was actually gonna ask, is there anything? Is this just like a pile of rocks or something, not like a table or?
Yeah, it's whichever one comes up from the ground, stalagmite or stalactite, that is developed above the water level, is all that is.
Oh, okay. That I was just wondering about that, but I didn't want to interrupt.
Nope, all good, but as you all, I'm just gonna assume you're following
Okay,
me.
yes.
Yeah, there's some rock outcroppings, some alcoves as you can venture. As you come around this next corner here, a deep ravine fills this chamber, or is in the bottom of this chamber. And looking down into it, it just goes pitch black. The noises you hear are echoing from this direction, like farther into the cave system, not down the ravine.
I mean, that's probably good. Looks deep. And I'm going to look at everybody, see if they're interested in the ravine. They're standing here.
I think maybe we should look through the rest of the cave before we decide if we should jump in.
Yeah, I mean, there's another door over there. As he points to the far side across the.
Yeah, I'm down for keeping my feet on the ground until we don't have an option of jumping in giant holes. I
You
just
guys
kinda
are
nod my head.
smart.
But hey, we will definitely keep it as an option because obviously you're interested.
Oh, no, I'm not interested in the ravine. I want to go find the squealing pig creatures.
Well, something tells me they're probably not down in the hole.
No, they're that way.
Yeah.
So do we want to go open the door, or do we want to keep following the echo squeal things?
Let's go open the door first. It's here.
So y'all move across the room. Who wants to open the door? Because it's not going to be Evelyn.
Me.
Yeah, it's not gonna be me. So, yeah, go, please do.
This door is different than the previous. It is a stone construction door. Anybody who is proficient with it can give me a history check.
I don't think.
I'm
No,
not.
that is not on my.
Nope, nobody is. Okay. So yeah, it's just a big stone door. You're just gonna open it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try. My
Alright.
axe will be ready.
Okay. You open it. It reveals what looks like a water-worn base of a statue. So there's no statue on it, but the base was clearly carved, and there is a placard on the front of it, which says. Something in a language that nobody understands.
This is getting good. We can't read shit.
I love low-level games before you guys have everything unlocked. Leave some
Yeah,
mystery.
I mean, it makes them go a little quicker too, and we get to just skip shit that we can't read.
Like,
Warnings and
fuck it.
stuff. Yeah.
Well, Evelyn will slyly mention, must have been important if they made a statue out of it, and then turn and walk away.
I'm gonna get a funny hair up my butt and go stand on the thing and pretend to be a statue. Look at me, guys! And strike a pose.
Oh, hold that. And Evelyn will reach into his bag, pull out his forgery kit, and quick sketch.
Max will golf clap.
I may have forgotten what we're doing down here by this point, so somebody might have to get me back on track.
We were looking for a tree.
No, I mean, I know. Above table.
When you
Yeah,
eventually,
no, that's what I'm saying.
when you eventually get down, I will give you the drawing of yourself doing whatever pose.
Grin, a big tusky grin. Stuff it in my pocket. Thanks.
And I'm going to put that in your inventory just because I feel like it.
Maybe it'll come in handy 3 years from now.
You mean when we're level 4?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's go find us some squeals. The squeals have kind of died, but every once in a while you hear another one go off.
Are they getting closer or further away?
Closer
can go.
as you move up this way.
Okay.
The map's being retarded. Bear with me. Beautiful. All right. As you get here, it is clear that they are just up ahead. Whatever it is, whatever is making the noise, is not far now.
Getting closer. We're going to find it.
Should
Uh,
we be sneaky?
We can certainly try, as Avlin will hunch down a little bit, rolling his stealth check at disadvantage because he wears armor. And when he crouches down, he lets out a big ol' fart that echoes through the cave. Because
Max starts gagging and choking.
That's perfect. We both rolled nat ones. So.
Where'd Barrett go?
Barrick, being blue skinned, has blended into the aqua colored wall.
Damn right. He learned it well from Daddy.
I am the darkness.
That's right.
Evelyn will look at Max and be like, "My bad, bro."
Right?
As he's like airing out behind him. Just get rid of that.
Dabbing at my eyes, still choking.
I don't think stealth is gonna work anymore. Evelyn's just gonna start walking.
Max is gonna put some distance between him and his ass.
Mad Magog doesn't care.
I'm gonna have you guys move your tokens at this point, seeing as we are
Close.
close.
Yeah, I'll say right about there.
I just got like a whole bunch of heirs. Handler heirs. Token awakened tree. Token Kutao whip.
Oh, don't worry about those.
Yeah, I don't know, it just suddenly popped up. But it cleared, so.
But from where you are, Max, and Mad Magog, you can both see a tree. You're familiar enough with the Feywild that you would recognize it has Feywild colors. And standing behind it on either side of a doorway are two of these little fish dudes, and they are the ones with the whip. So the one on the right there.
Ooh, the cat would like that.
So yeah,
I'm gonna
they
get
they
one of
are
those.
little weird fishy like humanoid things. And the tree is just kind of like swaying side to side and almost as if there's a breeze. And at the base of the tree is an obnoxiously large cluster of fish eggs.
I'm gonna side eye Evelyn and say, if this requires social skills, somebody else better go in there. as I'm kind of like, I want to go in, but it's maybe not me that should go in.
I can go in and see. That's kind of what I do.
Jump because you were hiding and it scared
I'm-
me.
I'm used to talking to people. I'll back you up on that, Barrick.
All right.
With my persuasion proficiency, I will give you advantage on any persuasion or intimidation or deception checks you make.
As I walk by, Mad Magog, I'm gonna say, don't go too far though, because if they start beating on me, I'm probably gonna die.
I'll stay right here for you.
Winks. You coming, Max? Max?
Can you hear me?
Now we
There we
can.
go.
That's weird. What am I doing? I thought it was Barrick was gonna walk up there. How did I get involved?
You wanna wait here with me?
No, I was asking if you're going to join us as we head
Oh.
up there, because you were pretty far back there. So
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, every time I move my character, I get a string of errors.
Hmm.
It's interesting, but it lets me do it.
Weird.
All right. So I guess I'll start by walking in and
Beautiful.
greetings.
As you enter this chamber, it is very clear that the squealy noises are coming from back here. And Avalyn is going to give you a pat on the butt and say, go get him. As he guides you.
Yeah. I'll follow up that greetings with hello, kind folk. We're come in peace. You speak common?
Both of them take up defensive postures as one of them lets out a guttural noise that none of you can understand.
That doesn't sound good.
Not really.
I would venture to say you guys would recognize this language as Undercommon because you've heard Taddy teaching it to Galen on at least one occasion. You don't know what they're saying, but you know that it's Undercommon.
Okay. Well, I didn't get any responses in common. Anybody else have any other way of speaking other languages?
Avalyn will belt something out in Giant and Goblin to no response.
I mean, I can try Draconic and Elvish.
I don't
Hello?
think they speak Orc, but
I can try Draconic. Sprechende Deutsch.
Okay.
Habla
well,
no inglés.
As you all filter through your various languages, trying to see if they understand anything you guys speak, you all see the two fish type still in a defensive posture, but they relax a little bit. And then you hear a voice inside your head says, "Welcome. What brings you here?"
all of us or just one of us?
Each of you individually hear that, but you don't know if everybody else hears it.
I'll be
Okay,
swatting at my head because I don't like that. That's
Mm.
not very nice.
I have a spell similar to that. So I'm used to it. So, w- w- we heard rumors of a underwater tree. We were here to examine it, possibly take it home if possible.
Well, I am a tree, am I not?
We can only
Oh,
hear. The rest of us can only hear the tree side of the conversation, though. Now, right?
You don't hear anything now. Now it's just
Oh,
Barrick.
okay. Ah, okay.
okay.
Uh,
Okay. So you're the tree, and I thought maybe it was the fish folk that were surrounding you I was talking to. That works. Hi.
hello. It has
My name
been
is
some
Barrick.
time since an intelligent creature with coherent thoughts has entered the cave. It is my pleasure.
Well, and then now I'm gonna say out loud to the rest of the group, "Hey guys, the tree is talking to me telepathically, and apparently it's sentient. So, yeah, this isn't going to be just a standard tree removal. I think."
It's gonna cost you about $350 extra.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I
So,
had to go there.
um,
Oh, is that
I'll
too soon, Mike? My bad.
thanks. Yeah. I will think my thoughts to the tree. Can you speak with the merfolk fishy guys over there and let them know that we're not here to kill anybody if we don't have to?
I already
They look
did.
kind of pissy over there.
I already told them to hold off and wait until I see what you're all about before killing
Okay.
you and eating your guts.
Well, I'm gonna walk over this way, on the other side of the tree from the fish folk.
As you step
Um,
past him, Avalyn's gonna give you another smack on the ass and say, "Go get him, Tiger," as he re-ups your guidance.
okay. Okay. So we're sent here to investigate the
Oh,
tree.
Hold on, you moved.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gonna take me a second. You can see down that back chamber now. And
Oh.
you see a number of very naked fish people.
Boy.
All
Having bikini bottom flashbacks.
hold on. There's
Yeah.
there's
Right.
a whole bunch of them here. Just a second. So there are 10, I think, smaller ones. And they're all kind of laying around, not doing much. But there's the one in the middle, which is much larger, much fatter. And as you kind of move around, you see him. I don't know if anybody's ever watched frogs breed, but the male squeezes the eggs out of the female and fertilizes them as they come out. And that's what he does to this smaller one. And as he does so, it lets out that pig squeal noise you've been hearing.
That
Um,
is not what I expected.
And as he
No.
finishes, quote unquote, he steps up and off the bed, and the smaller one like scoops up the eggs and moves off to the side.
Okay.
Continue.
Is that what they meant when they said I'm gonna make you squeal like a piggy?
Maybe.
So, yeah, I'm going to address the tree again and say, probably telepath. Can you understand us if we talk out loud so everybody can be part of the conversation?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay. Well
Fuck
then I'll
you.
just
No.
then I will just keep talking to you telepathically. So we were sent here to investigate a tree living under the water and possibly bring it back to the surface.
Well, I am a tree and I live in the water here.
I would wager you must be the tree that they were referring to.
I cannot speak for their knowledge. I just know that I am a tree and I live here in the water under the guardianship of the great Blibbok the Bloomer.
Okay. Would you leaving this domicile hinder things for you?
I think my leaving this, the word you use, domicile, would hinder your life more than things for me.
Oh?
As I said, I am a steward of the great Blibbok the Bloomer, archpriest of the Kuatoa, protector of Rugthala, the spoken tree.
Okay, so with all that said, I understand none of it.
It's quite simple.
Yeah, can we
I-
simplify it?
I
please?
was deemed Rugthala, the spoken tree, for my ability to speak, and I am a tree. The large one you see behind me is the great Blibbok the Bloomer. He protects me. His unborn children nourish me in my very roots, and they believe me to be a gift from their deity. If you attempted to take me or any part of me, I'm sure they would not be happy and see it as a smite upon their religious virtues, and they would kill you and eat your guts.
Oh, the
Oh.
fucking gods.
So, yeah, I'll relay that to the group. Not sure what to do here, guys, because I made contact with the tree, and we now know what's going to happen if we try and take it out of here.
Not to mention, I kind of like
So-
it here. His children
Oh,
are
and
most tasty.
and the tree says, yeah, she likes eating their kids.
Hmm.
So I guess the question is, thoughts?
Smash.
Mr. Tree. I'm gonna think that out loud.
Yes.
Can we take like a twig or something from you that we can use to grow a new you somewhere else?
I am a steward of the great... I have to keep looking at the name. Blibbok the Bloomer. Negotiations would have to be conducted with him.
I am also thoroughly checking his trunk for any moss that might have come with him from the Feywild.
As you lean in, one of his branches, snaps down to smack you in the back of the head. It doesn't hurt you, but it kind of smacks you a little bit and goes, "Don't get too close to me, please. You're inside of my bubble."
Did I
Tree
see
has a
any moss
personal
at all?
bubble.
Make a perception check.
See, the last one was really good, so this one will suck. Yep.
You called it. No moss. The base of the tree is thoroughly covered in fish eggs in various stages of development. The ones that are farther along generally resemble the fish folk that you are seeing.
Okay, I will back off a little bit.
Which of you wishes to speak to the great Bluebach the Bloomer? I will facilitate it.
I guess that'd be me.
Go to bed.
As you say that, one of the tree's branches leans down to you, and behind some leaves reveals a flower. And you can see on the other side of the tree, the branch leans down and does the same thing to Bluebach the Bloomer. And you hear inside your head, "Eat it."
Whoa, this turned quick. Okay. I guess I eat it.
So for the next short period of time, definitely not permanent, you are able to speak and understand any language. It's like
All right.
it's like a short distance version of tongues. Max, I saw that you gave him guidance. I'm gonna take yours off because mine is still on there and they don't stack.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize he had guidance on him.
No,
already.
it's okay because concentration on it only lasts a minute, so you re-upping it is a good thing.
Oh,
I just had to take one of them off so he doesn't get 2d4 because they don't stack. But yeah, as soon as you eat the flower, and Bluebach the Bloomer also eats the flower, you hear him. Sounds like a fishy frog person would sound speaking common. Why here?
We were sent to investigate the tree and possibly bring it back.
No take. Rugthala gift.
Okay. What about a little, just a little bit?
No take.
What if we try to offer them some shark meat in trade for a cutting?
Yeah, we got, yeah. My friend here just reminded me.
I'll fish some
Um,
out.
We have shark meat. Could we trade?
Just for a little piece.
I accept GIF. Rugthala. My gift. From Bledud to Baloop.
Oh yeah, we don't, like I said, we don't want to take the whole tree. We just want to take, I don't know, like a branch with us or some seeds or something. We'll trade it for a little bit of meat.
Maybe. Come. Sit. Feast. We will discuss more. And he turns back
So
and
I
sits down on his little bed.
turn to the rest of the group. He's inviting us to dinner to discuss us taking some of the tree with us.
Can I take my axe to dinner?
I wouldn't see why not.
Okay.
We're not the dinner, are we?
I mean, I would.
No way.
I
I
would
won't be dinner.
I hope not.
I'll protect you.
Okay. So, I since I'm talking, I guess I'm leading.
This was your idea, dude.
Yeah.
You made your bed, so now you roll your dice in it.
That's what I'm doing, I guess.
Is everybody following? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you get in there, you can see that the bed is literally just a pile of seaweed, and there is viscous slime covering it from, we'll call it the excrements that have been produced while atop it. But he sits right on top of it and gestures for you to sit as well.
Yeah, I guess I'll head in and sit.
It's
Oh,
a good
wait.
thing it's a long swim back.
Yeah, scoot me over a little bit, so I'm straight across from him, I guess.
As you sit down, he will sniff and then look at Mad Magog and at Avalon. Them. Food.
No, no. They're not food. They're friends.
Them. Food. Give.
Oh, yeah. You guys got the food, guys. You're the ones that have the shark meat.
Yeah, I
thought we
already have
all
some out
have
in my
shark meat.
hand. So I'll like flop it
Yeah.
down on the.
I was offering him some shark meat in exchange for some of the tree.
Avalon's
I
gonna
thought-
dump 14 pounds of shark meat in before him. Looking around, you can see all the Kuatoas, the harem ones, just like start drooling. Oh.
Still drop his out too.
Yeah.
I kind of
I'll
gesture.
drop mine.
I gesture towards the meat. Yeah, go ahead. Tell your friends. Go ahead. Eat.
That they eat after I eat.
Oh, well then, by all means.
And he just grabs a big handful and very messily starts taking chunky bites of raw shark meat out of his hand and then sticks it out to you as, eat.
I mean,
You know, I just had dinner.
I'm gonna look at Mad Magog and go, well, you did mention something about sushi, so I'm gonna pick up a little bit and put it in my mouth and eat it.
Oh, if we're eating, I'm eating too.
So he is still sitting there with his hand outstretched with a handful of raw shark meat that he's taken a chunk out of. Just eat.
I think he wants all of us to eat, guys. So
He's
yeah,
holding
have
it
some.
out to you, Barrick. You're the one talking to him.
Oh, yeah.
He
Okay.
wants
Yeah, I
You to
accept.
eat his.
Yeah, I accept it and nibble some off.
As you reach out to take it from him, he smacks your hand and like puts the meat right up to your mouth.
Oh God.
Weird.
Dude, don't be handling his meat. Just eat it.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab
Above
some meat
table,
and-
you recognize this as a dominance thing.
Oh, one of those things. You know what? I am not above this. So
It's
you
a
know
power
what? Yeah,
move.
that is okay.
Mad Magog's hackles are going to rise a little bit if she recognizes that as a dominance thing. But I will play nicely.
Hackles, that's like when dogs get the mohawk, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I'm assuming orcs have hackles too.
You know what?
So yeah,
We're going to make that canon. Even if they didn't, they do now.
Okay, so I eat, choke it down, because I don't normally do sushi, but you know.
Good eat. And he takes another bite. He definitely chews with his mouth open too, and it's just the whole time. When he finishes that piece, though, he like grabs handfuls and throws them to the side of the room, and the other Kuatoas like lunge onto it.
Oh, okay. Well, let him eat.
Avalon will give you the shoulder tap, like, good job, bud, as he re-ups your guidance.
Appreciate it. Okay, so Kyoto, yeah. So we've ate. But what are your thoughts about us taking some of the tree home? Like not the whole thing, but part of it.
First, as he puts his hand on his chest, name Great Blibok the Bloomer.
Can I
For
try
you,
and
big boy.
insight decipher what he's trying to ask me to do?
Use his name. It's a
he's-
sign of respect.
Bill Block, the bloomer. Oh,
Very much so. My L key just got stuck on my keyboard.
Blibok.
Fixed it.
okay. Okay, well, Bill Block, the bloomer,
The green.
the great.
I put comma
Uh,
the Great because I forgot to put it at the beginning of Blibok the Bloomer.
Okay, so the great Bill Block, the bloomer. Can you, what are your thoughts on this?
Tree is Rugthala. A gift. The tree of speak. From Blipduapoop.
The
This-
poop.
Dude, I pronounce it different every time. Let me.
No, the poop is that's canon now.
This is the name of the deity he's referencing.
Blib.
Bl-
Dool. Poop.
Okay, but I would like to point out by the fact that fish poop is one of the most perfect fertilizers
There we go.
ever.
Okay.
The poop.
Okay. Well, we are not here to take your great gift away. We are here to understand the tree and take some tree home with us. That's all. So we don't want to take the whole thing. Just some seeds, a branch, a little bit. So I mean, I would hope that our gesture of sitting here eating together would help you relax and understand that we're not trying to harm anybody or fight anybody. We're just here to do what we came to do.
Tree belonged to bloomers. Taking it would anger Blipdupoop.
Why? Why would it? No, and we're not taking the whole tree. Just a little part of it. Why would that anger him? Just a little bit. You'd still have the tree.
Because tree was given to us to keep safe.
Okay.
We can't keep you safe if you take even little bit with you.
Well, what if we take? What if the pit we take care of? This is a great tree, and we would like to see more of these trees. But we can't.
Only one tree. Only gift to bloomers.
How does one become a bloomer?
He
When
kinda-
a mommy bloomer and a daddy bloomer love
he
each
kinda-
other very much.
He kind of goes into a paint me like your French girl pose and rubs his thigh and goes, only one way.
Oh, daddy.
You guys don't understand. With my background, that is not a problem.
You glance over at Avalon and he's just like, there's something really interesting on the ceiling and whistling to himself.
Max has a notebook out. He's going to take notes.
Uh,
I've seen a lot of stuff, fuck, but this is a first. World needs to hear of this.
uh, uh, th- um, Missy, can we do this alone? Do we have to have an audience for this? As I point towards everybody around us.
Yours may leave, mine must stay.
Oh, guys, if we want the tree, I'm gonna have to do things that I was not expecting to do. You might want to leave the room for this.
For the record above table, I did not plan on it going this route.
Really, that wasn't your first thought? Those 6 fucks are gonna end up
It
fucking the fish.
wasn't. That being said, though, Mike's gonna fuck a fish.
My background, buddy.
Aval-
Remember my background.
Avalon will excuse himself.
I'll shrug and leave. I'm not sure I'd understand what's going on, but smart guy asked me to leave, so that's fine.
I'm gonna move to go sit by the rest of his harem. Take some interviews, see what kind of position within the harem I can get him. Like maybe a second or third wife, you know.
They
not
all
asking
speak
for number one.
Undercommon and don't understand a single word you say the entire time.
That's right. Gossip bypasses all languages.
So without going into too much detail, because I try to keep this PG-13, go
Yes,
ahead.
please.
Go ahead and roll a performance check. Just see how good it was.
All right, just so you know, PG-13 is allowed.
Do I
one
get
fuck
guidance
per
with
movie.
that?
Yes, you do.
Mike is gonna badly fuck a fish.
It's-
Wait.
He's got, there's a first time for everything, you can't just.
I mean, 13, it's not horrible. I'm no master at it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is above average.
it basically boils down to you do a really good job at being submissive and letting him squeeze you to try and squeeze your eggs out.
Oh, yeah.
And when you're done, your cape is covered in fertilizer.
Okay. I can live with that.
But you managed to not get injured in the process. With
Yeah.
13. The the Blibok the Bloomer, short of breath, longest had in while, was good. You may have whatever tree is willing to give.
And I graciously bow. Thank you.
He reaches
Bill Block,
down
the Bluebird?
and dips his fingertips in his fertilizer and just kind of like rubs them down the side of your face. He goes, "You will always belong here."
We'll always have. What is this place called?
We'll always have the grotto.
If you, above table, if you had been able to read the first sign, it was Blibok's harem.
I saw that.
Yeah, I read it, but I just ignored it because
You couldn't read it.
What the hell is a
I
blibok?
couldn't read it. Yeah. Okay. So like I said, I graciously bow. Thank you for the great time. And head out. Okay, guys. It's done.
As you step out, Avalanche just gonna start. Yeah! Woo!
And I will mentally...
Andy's gonna hand you a little sketching of you being squeezed from behind and go, souvenir.
I love it.
Thanks. You keep it. You keep... Wait, better yet, no, I'll keep it. I'll take it.
It's okay, I made like 6 or 7, so that one's yours.
Jesus.
Oh, good. Thanks. I'll take my copy. It'll go well with the note.
Mentally,
Decorating the ship.
I will speak to the tree and say, okay, the bloomer has agreed to let me take whatever you're willing to give. So, can you have, I don't know, seeds, branch, maybe? Proof that you are here and ways of bringing great trees like you to the rest of the world? Oh, wait, wrong one.
In the party sheet, there are
What?
sketchings of Barrett getting fucked by a fish for everybody.
Yes.
Jesus.
I'm doing it for the laughs, Mike. Sorry it's at your expense.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it in my pouch right next to my ball gag. So I mean,
There you go.
Remember?
We appreciate your dedication.
He will ask, what do you need? Exactly.
well, like I said, like a branch to prove that you are here and you are a tree, and some seeds that so we can grow more trees like you.
Seeds, or if the branch is rooted?
Sounds like, sorry, different voice. It sounds like you don't know what you need from me.
Well, honestly, I'm not an agricultural type guy, and we were sent down here to find you, apparently, and bring you back. But I don't want to ruin what you have going here with the uh, Bilbo. Bill
F-
Block.
for the record, Pam has deemed you getting fucked by a fish means you get a crit of your choice.
Oh, yes. I'm gonna need that.
It's a pity crit.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Just went through. I'll take it. Whatever.
um,
So in my head to the tree, I will say, yeah, I don't. Obviously, I don't know anything about trees and agriculture or anything, but I'm assuming basic knowledge would be we need to come back with proof that you were here. That's why I asked for the branch and seeds so that we could reproduce the trees because they were hoping to repopulate our area with
Don't they
trees
want
that live
trees?
underwater.
Yeah, actually, that's a good question for the tree. Can he, like, if we planted him underwater, would he grow? Or does he have to be in, like, a dryish space like this?
I can grow just about anywhere. When I was first planted, I was in a vast emptiness, a floating rock, and I grew there.
Okay.
And then in a snap, I was in a great plain filled with all sorts of other plants, and I thrived there. And then there was
Well,
a flash of fire and smoke, and I grew again on a desolate rock of nothing. Before a big wave swallowed everything I could see. And I grew surrounded by water for many, many years before this cave formed around me and the water level receded. I think I can grow anywhere.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So sounds like Sounds like my request is reasonable. It'll get the job done. Is that reasonable for you?
I suppose. And he kind of straightens out. He was like a crooked tree, kind of like a bonsai tree. You know how they like grow sideways and kind of up in
Uh-huh.
an S shape. He's kind of like that. And you watch as he straightens out and bends over and like shakes himself. And a bunch of stuff falls out of him, which is all in the party sheet.
Okay. Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna grab it all.
Uh,
And the seeds, I'm just gonna jump to 5 in my inventory.
Okay.
Okay, so
Mr. Tree, do you have any moss?
I'm not familiar with moss.
Okay.
okay, well, I mean, I think everything that you gave me is enough to prove that you're here, and the seeds should help us get us to create more of you. So that's all we came for.
As you say that, you hear some undercommon coming from the cave, the direction that you guys came from, talking about the good hunt and we're gonna feast well and yada 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 bullshit. As it comes around the corner, this not as large as Blibok, but larger than all the Kuatoas you've seen so far, trailed by 3 other Kuatoas, come around the corner, and the larger one just, "Ah! What are you doing, Daruk Thala?" And he readies his bone whip that he's got.
I'm gonna step in front of Evelyn and scrap. Wait! I'm now a bloomer.
Wait,
Thanks
I'm
to
in the harem. I'm in the harem.
thanks to Bill Block. I have permission.
Blibok does not speak for the tribe. He only prays for us. You must give back what you took.
My axe is ready because I can't understand what this dude's saying, but he doesn't sound.
Yeah, no,
happy.
you just hear him and Barrick like
Yeah, I'm just like
squawking at each other.
Wow.
At this point, I'm gonna relay to the group that this guy says he's the boss and he wants everything given back. I'm a little bit in shock here because I just went through all that shit to get this, and the tree gave it to me, so I figured we were good. But fuck.
Yeah,
The tree gave it.
As you look back to address everybody, you see Blipok kind of standing in the doorway, you know, arm up, and he's just like rubbing where his nipple would be. He's shrugs. He's like,
Yeah, I turned back. Bill Block, is that Bill Block standing there?
He's in the doorway right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Hey, your friend here. What the hell, man?
Blibok, sorry, you're on your own. And he turns and goes back into his little harem hut.
Oh
at least we
shit.
don't have to fight him too.
Can we kill him or?
The group has taken a couple steps forward, weapons at the ready,
I
and
don't think they're gonna let us just go, guys.
the
So,
leader
yeah,
speaks up again and says, "Give back Rugthala."
I'm
gonna
gonna say
growl at them.
he wants his shit back, but we can't do that. We gotta have it.
You're
That's what we're here
not
for.
in combat, but everybody roll initiative for me, given the situation.
So yeah, with my last little bit of speech here, I'm just gonna say we're gonna have to fight our way out, guys.
Good.
All right. Barrick, you're up first again.
Okay.
Killing it on initiative rules.
Yeah, so let's see how many. I got 3 shots. I am going to use my ice knife.
Okay.
Create a shard of ice and fling at one creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against a target on hit. Takes 1d10. All right. Okay, it hits. So he takes 1d10 piercing.
For 6.
Okay, the target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dex saving throw.
So that'll be 5 and 2. So those 3.
Okay.
I know your guys' combat tracker doesn't look too bad, but mine has all the shit from the regular Sunday game in it. It's such a pain in the dick right now.
Okay, they succeeded.
The target is supposed to take that dex save as well.
Yeah, he did. Oh, it threw both. If you look at where I threw the ice knife, d20 for hit, and then right underneath it was his dex save. He failed.
I'm not showing the failure at all. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So only he will take the cold damage then.
Okay.
For another 7 points.
Yes, and I'm gonna say, that go give, guys. And then I'm going to step back against the wall.
Friendly reminder, it is rough terrain in here, so half movement.
Okay, so 15
Perfect.
still puts me here.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Mad Magog.
Well, I heard magic words. Go get them. So
Mm-hmm. Mike,
I'll
don't forget
go
you
and
have
do
a
it.
free crit at some point here.
Yeah.
A rage as I get there as I can.
All right.
And attack with my great axe. Ooh.
Swing and a miss.
Missing. That's okay.
Little off balance from the knee-high water.
Yeah, that's fair.
You got any? No, that's action and
Nope,
bonus
that's it.
action. So
Mm-hmm.
This first Kuatoa. Gonna run up and make a spear attack. Hitting. The next Kuatoa is going to run around and throw his spear at Max, which misses. He's supposed to be gone. Kuatoa 10. Advantage. See if these dice will ever drop. Misses. The monitor. Is going to make his whip attack, which hits. And because there is lightning damage and you're standing in water, you cannot make opportunity attacks until the start of his next turn. And then he is going to take 2 steps back. The tree does nothing. Max. If you're talking, we can't hear you, bud.
No, I wasn't. I
Okay.
was just trying to figure it out. Going to cast Shield of Faith
Beautiful.
on her. And then I am going to ready an action to bash them with my mace if they come within range.
So you can't ready an action if you use an action? Oh, that's a bonus action.
I
Never
used
mind, you're
bonus.
good. Yep, you're good. Let me get that concentration on you. If I can code properly. There we go. And that's it for you?
Yes.
All right. My turn. Fuck it. Maybe. I'm going to shoot my hand out at Kuatoa
Oh, that's
2, producing a Thorn Whip, which hits for 1 point of damage, and it moves him 10 feet closer to me. Barrick.
Alright, so I am going to Alright, so I am going to first and foremost use one of my sorcery points for my twin spell.
Okay.
That way I can cast the same spell on 2 different targets.
All right.
And then can I cash in that crit?
For one of them.
Oh, okay.
Because if looking at the mechanics, the way you set up that spell, you'd have to do an attack roll against each of them. So you can crit against one of them automatically. You still got to roll against the other one.
Okay. So I will roll this one on
Okay.
Kyoto number 5.
That hits. Go ahead and roll that damage. And then just hold down. Oh, make sure you detarget. Oh, no, you don't need to detarget.
You're alright. There's his.
Okay, and then just hold down left shift and drop the damage on the second one. Alright, 9 points of damage.
Alright, and that's my turn.
Alright, Mad Magog.
Okay, I can't attack, but can I grab one of these guys by the throat?
Why can't you attack?
You said I couldn't attack until the
Lightning.
You
start of...
can't make opportunity attacks.
Oh, well, that's different.
Yeah, that must have got cut off.
Oh, no, my bad. Opportunity attacks until the start of his next turn. So you can still use your action.
Could
You're
I
not-
also instead grab one of these guys by the throat and swing it into the other one in a
You
big arc?
absolutely can. So it'll be a contested strength check and then an improvised weapon.
Here for it.
So go ahead and make that strength check. You have to beat a 5. And you get advantage because you're raging.
Cool.
Beautiful.
21.
Which one are you grabbing and swinging into the other?
I'm going to grab the number 10 and swing it into number 5.
Beautiful. Roll a d8 in the chat box. So that's going to be 8 points of damage to both of them.
Yeah, all right. They're like goblins. You can bash them.
You actually kill the one you grabbed. Can you just narrate how that looked?
How it looked?
Yeah.
Well, I got struck by the lightning, and it just sort of made me like I didn't like it, but it kind of zapped me up and gave me like a light bulb. And my arm shoots out and just grabs the one that's looking a little bit poorer of wear. And I wind up a little bit and just use all of my height and my body weight and just like fling it around me to this other one, dropping it as it mashes into it.
Okay. I would have also accepted the very young child making 2 dolls kiss. But yours is good too. Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna wipe my hands on my whatever I'm wearing, my legs, my bare legs,
Okay.
and I'm gonna look at the monitor, point at it, and go, "You're next." And that's it.
Make an intimidation check
Gladly.
with advantage
Intimidate them
because of your rage, and you literally just skull fucked one of them with the other. Okay. I will give him frightened for 1 round.
Sweet.
And we're gonna call that new house rule that we started playing the narrative advantage or whatever the hell I called it. Because you killed one and you're raging and you pointed at him and said you're next, I let you roll the intimidation check, which more than succeeded. 1 round of frightened.
Sweet.
And that brings us to Kuatoa 5. Who is going to swing at you with his spear. And miss.
I
Kuatoa
helped.
2 is going to take a swing at me and miss. The monitor, although frightened, I don't think he can. Nope. He scarily tries to get you with his whip, but it won't quite reach, and he's too afraid to move towards you. Max.
Hey. I'm gonna try one of these spells.
He fails. Which spell was it? Oh, inflict wounds. Okay. Yeah, 8 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
I like how plainly named that spell is. Like, you know
Inflict
what
wounds.
it's gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anything else for you, Max?
No.
All right. That's on to me then. I am going to not do that. I'm going to do this. Reach out and try to chill touch him, which doesn't work. Because I suck. Barrick, you're up.
Muted.
Yeah, I'm in the thought process at the moment. I'm gonna use my other sorcery point for another twin spell for number 2 and number 5 for the same thing.
Hit and a miss. Looks like number 5's taking the hit. 2 points.
All right, and yeah, I think as a bonus action, I am going to kick in my innate sorcery.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, Mad Magog.
All right. So I'm going to try to reach out and grab number 5
Okay.
and do let me explain what's going to happen here. A full spin and then like a couple of steps forward, like I think shot putters take a few steps as they're throwing.
They do
their-
like they spin from the back of the circle to the front of the circle and then release.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So something a little bit like that toward the monitor.
Are you going to throw it at the monitor, or are you going to hit it with the monitor? Or hit the monitor with it?
I think, let's see. I guess if I'm here, if I move forward about, it would be like 5 or 7 feet, maybe not all the way up to him. Can I smack him around with it? Is the Kuatoa big enough to hit him?
I mean, you've got enough movement where you can get right up next to him.
Okay. Then, yeah, I
It's
would
just a
come
matter of
around
if you're
and-
going to hit him or throw him, because that's strength versus dexterity.
Probably doesn't really matter that much because I have both. But I'll hit him with it.
You'll hit him with it? Okay.
Yeah, just whip it around.
So go ahead and make the strength check for the grapple. We'll see if you can grab him first. Okay. So you reach out. Hold on 1 second.
Is he slippery?
I need you to make a strength saving throw.
$23.
So you reach out to grab this Kuatoa, and seeing what you had done before, he throws his shield up, and your hand touches it and sticks to it. And you're like, the fuck? And you use your other hand to free your hand from the very sticky surface that you were almost stuck to on the shield.
Interesting. Interesting shield. Okay.
But that is your action.
Yep.
You got anything else?
No, because my movement would have been interrupted then. So I'm
Yeah.
staying there. All done.
All right. That same Kuatoa is going to pull a net out of its container on its back and try to throw it over you, which you quickly glance to the side with your great axe, avoiding being restrained. Kuatoa 2 is going to make another spear attack at Avalyn and miss. The monitor, still frightened, tries to whip again and miss again, and is no longer frightened at the end of its turn, which brings us to Max.
Hmm. I
He
will do
succeeds.
nothing. I will just continue to sit here and give Evelyn advantage.
Which he is going to gratefully use this time as he swings with his rapier, hitting and avoiding a nat 1.
Nice.
And he's gonna, what the hell, yeah, no, he'll just do a regular attack this time. for 7 points of damage. And that'll bring us back up to Barrick.
Okay, so let's see. If I remember how to. There we go. Okay, so requires no action for me to use a spell slot or sorcery point to, or a spell slot to sorcery points. So I'm going to do that, so I get 1 sorcery point back. Let's see. I'll throw that in the chat window if you makes it easier for you to get to
I
read.
already had it pulled up. So you're
Okay.
burning a slot to get yourself sorcery points.
Yes.
Yeah, no action required for that. The other way around, it requires a
Yes.
bonus action.
Yes. Right.
Okay.
I'm going to use Twin Spell again
All right.
for Koatoa 5 and Koatoa 2.
Okay. Why did that roll?
Because I have my
Yep.
innate sorcery going.
Yep, gotcha.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
advantage, they both hit. They both take 2 points of damage.
Yes. And that is my turn.
All right, Mad Magog.
I'm gonna try my move again one more time on this sticky shield motherfucker.
Go ahead and make your strength check.
You know, if you hit the shield with the guy you're swinging around, then that'll make the shield heavy enough you'll have to drop it.
Not necessary this time, as you are able to grab him and flail him around. Roll a strength check. Or, nope, sorry, we're using that one. That's an 18, so that'll hit. Go ahead and roll a d8 in the chat box.
Ooh, can I throw some movement in there?
Mm.
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
Oh, wait. We're on rough terrain. Okay.
So, Katie, that was enough to kill the one you were swinging with. And you did... 1 second here. What's your strength modifier? 3?
Yep.
Yeah, 3. And you did 5 points of damage to the monitor.
All right. Not bad.
Just for the record, if you want, you can keep using the dead bodies as an improvised weapon. If you want.
Okay.
So, and they don't require the grapple check. It's just swinging with a D8 weapon. At that point.
Okay.
So, is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
You got through the Y and the E. Do we have an S there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Kuatoa 2. Gonna try to keep working on Avalyn. Still misses. The monitor, no longer afraid, is gonna whip at you. Hits. 12 resisted down to 9. You are looking rough.
Yep.
That's gonna end his turn. Bring us to Max.
Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe I should just try hitting this guy. I do have a mace.
With a crit.
All right.
Maybe my deity isn't all powerful. Maybe I should trust in steel and max damage.
No.
God damn.
I worship only myself. I am the greatest.
I would be okay with running that plot line. Instead of your deity sending you on missions, you're having missions of self-importance.
I am convinced that I am a god, and my belief is so powerful and my crazy so strong it works.
I love it.
Anything else for you? Movement
Hmm.
bonus action.
I will say thank you, Max, and look smug.
All right, that'll bring us to Evelyn, who is going to. What's the range on this shit? What's the range on this shit? Okay. Move to here. And Thorn Whip the monitor. Which hits 5 damage this time. And he gets pulled 10 feet closer. So Mad Magog, this thorny whip just like comes over your shoulder, wraps around the monitor's neck, and then flings him up in the air and over you to be on the other side. And Barrick, you're up.
Let's see. Guess I'm gonna move inward. I can still see there, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure that wall was questionable. Um Screw it. Let's use that last spell slot. We'll hit him with Witch Bolt.
The gift that keeps on giving. That hits.
All right, and he starts with
2d12?
yeah. The first one, the initial is 2d12, and then every
Subsequent ones
bonus
are 1d12.
action I use is a 1d12.
Yeah, keep forgetting they upped the spells from 5e.
Yeah.
Because it used to be just flat 1d12 unless you upcast it. So.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else for you?
No, that's a concentration spell. I do have it on, by the way. So
Mm-hmm.
they gave me an effect for it, so that's awesome.
Nice.
Other than that, no, I'm good.
All right, Mad Magog.
Okay.
Just so everybody's aware, there is a bolt of lightning between me and the monitor.
Yeah.
It stays there.
Above table, it won't hurt you if you walk through it, but it's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turnabout's fair play.
It's like a leash.
I will let the
Now who's
dead.
daddy's little
I was
bitch?
gonna say we went from getting fucked by fishes to being the leash master.
Oh, Barrick, how quickly we grow up. I'll let the dead Kuatoa drop and attack with my great axe, the monitor.
With the crit.
Oh, how is that? Does the savage attacker apply to this?
Yes, it does.
So just roll the damage in the box.
Yeah. When you do it, hold left shift when you drop it in the box.
Okay.
And do that twice. that's gonna be hard to beat.
Damn. Yeah.
27 it is. The big old chunk. All right. Anything else for you?
No, I feel very satisfied. I'll also be looking smug at this point.
All right. The monitor is not happy with his life right now. He's going to disengage. 15, 20, and run across the room. He is now screaming and pleading at the two guards to help him, the rightful ruler of the Bloomers. And that is his turn. Max.
So, all right, this guy like almost straight north of me. That's the only one left alive.
As of right now, yes. You would have also noted that Mad Magog is looking very rough.
But happy.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
Hard mess.
Yep.
All right. Anything else for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna move closer to the Mad Magog. And that's it for me.
All right. Evelyn. Up here. Do his Thorn Whip again. Misses that time. Barrick.
Okay. So, okay, so my subsequent turns, I'll take my bonus action to use the lightning damage to the target.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start there. And then hit him with a sorcerer's burst.
It's 8 damage.
Yeah, I don't think it got applied.
All right, I got it.
You wanna? Okay. And then, yeah, step back 15 foot.
Okay. So the monitor, mid-sentence, as he hears the snap of my Thorn Whip, kind of sidesteps it, and you hit him with that Sorcerer's Blast. And then as you're backing away, circling, you see that the two Kuatoa whips look at each other and nod, and then pull out their weapons. Both of them wielding staffs.
I'm gonna. Yeah, is it? I hope I'm still under the effect of that pedal.
You don't know if you are or not.
I'm gonna try and yell out, "This is between us and him."
No response.
He started the shit.
That's me. Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Kuatoa Whip 2. How much speed do these guys have? comes up to here with his staff. Lashes it out at me. Crits me. And as it comes down, the pinced end of it grapples me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I am going to rebuke that. Which he fails. So as soon as the thing like latches me around the neck, I point at him and a burst of flame shoots out of my finger and smacks into him. Mad Magog, you're up.
Okay, I will bonus action. Well, I'll adrenaline rush and bonus action dash to here. And as I see this other one rush up, I will point to it and then point back to where it was standing, and I'll yell back, and then I will also let go of my great axe and throw my hand axe at the monitor.
Okay. So go ahead and make the ranged attack then.
Yes.
With a crit.
Jesus.
Oh, that's so good. Shift or control? Control?
You don't left shift, yeah.
Shift. Oh, yeah, I'll take a 27.
That was your great axe though. You need to do it with
Oh,
your
shit.
hand axe.
My bad.
Like 27 for a hand axe attack is a lot.
I'll take an 11.
Yeah, 11's not too bad. Beautiful. So you hand axe over your shoulder, point at the first Kuo-toa, yell back, and then let the hand axe go. It watches the hand axe fly right in front of its face, lodge between the eyes of the monitor, who just falls backwards, dead into the ground. That Kuo-toa whip lets go of the pincer, freeing Avalon, and quickly scurries back to his, I guess, post, you'd call it. And we are out of combat.
That's good because the rest of my turn would be picking up my great axe and moving as far as I could to go retrieve my other little axe.
I will say, guys, number one, they're fish people. Number two, I don't want to upset the rest of them. Can we just leave? Gather our belongings and leave, please?
Avalon will speak up and, well, we can just leave, but are you really going to let a fish person take advantage of you like that? Like, he made you take it. He probably ruined that cloak for something that wasn't his to give. And I mean, yeah, you got it, but still, like, that's got to be mildly embarrassing.
No, you know what? I'm with you on that, but at the same time, I also know there's a whole harem in that room with him, and I don't want to deal with them. I don't.
Max is
that.
already looting the corpse.
Go kill that bitch and take his harem. You're part of the tribe now, remember?
Yeah, but we started attacking him. We're gonna have to attack the rest of them. Might join in, and I don't want to deal with that.
You're Your choice, man. I mean, I wouldn't take that laying down, but
I mean, I think I was standing the whole time I was taking it, bud. You squeezing my stomach, but that's neither here nor there. Like, can we just go, please?
Max, all you find on that body is his bone whip.
I take it.
It is in your inventory.
Weak.
There's the sticky shields from the other guys too, and whatever they had. Can't remember.
You will note as you pick the whip up, you can see it kind of like crackling under the water's surface, and as you pick it up, it's like a static discharge in the water, and you hold it, and there's no crackle to it anymore.
And you what? You broke up after that.
As you pick it up, the charge that it had dissipates, and it's just a bone whip now.
Oh.
Okay. Hey, bone whip's a bone whip.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start heading towards the door. Just
Evelyn will follow. You're like, hey, don't forget to thank the tree. We kind of got interrupted there.
yeah. Thank you. Oh, I turn around and bow towards the tree, and in my head, thank you, great tree, for the gifts you have bestowed upon us. We really should be on our way, though.
That was really formal, but you're welcome.
Yeah.
Later, Woody.
Anybody
I'll wave
else?
to the two guards, like, see ya, as I walk
They
away.
lift up their hands and look at it and imitate the gesture very awkwardly, staring at their hand the whole time. Like,
Nice.
Seeing that, I decide to teach them finger guns.
Yeah.
They do the same
we're
kind
gonna
of imitation, like,
Yeah, if we're going to be starting new traditions, let's do them right.
anybody doing anything else before you guys leave?
Not doing anything per se, but I'm definitely going to say I'd rather not talk about what happened in there. Bad enough we got fucking drawings of it.
Well, how can
So,
can I not talk about it when I'm gonna sell these to the rest of the crew? Like, these are worth at least 5 gold apiece.
Do we know a bard? We could sing about it.
Can we not?
I can't.
How many of those things do you have?
You know, the Admiral's crew, they used to travel with a bard who's touring Haven now and sets up shop at the Rusty Anchor a lot. I'm sure she would absolutely love to regale a tale of today's adventure. And with pictures to prove it, like, she could charge more for listenings.
I hope we're walking as we're talking.
I took
It's one of those type deals.
I'm going to point at Evelyn because I just learned something and say, you could sell it to the bard. Sell the story.
Sell publishing rights?
Yeah. Yes. I don't know what that is, but yes.
Can we at least leave my name out of it? I don't know. Make it.
Yeah, we'll say it was some guy
named.
We'll say it was some guy named Derek.
Derek the Red Dragonborn. How about that?
I think that's something we need to leave up to the bard. Whatever muse fits the tale best.
I would prefer not mentioning anything that even resembles me as a part of what happened today.
Well, I mean, the picture
I got the job done.
I'm really good at drawing, see? It's a discernible dragonborn. The only thing about it that looks similar is the horns, because those are unique. Ish.
Oh, okay. As long as it doesn't get back to me, is all I'm asking. Look, I've done some shady shit in my past, and I'll admit it, but that was the worst. I'm just gonna put it out there. That was the worst. But I got the job done.
I mean, that didn't really seem all that bad. You just, like, all four laid there and took it.
I mean, I mean, guys, we are obviously overlooking Hank the Horny Minotaur. I mean, we could start an entire series on him.
Big facts.
We can call it interspecies something.
Yeah, I'm not good with names. I can just draw the picture. Like I said, we'll leave it up to the bard. She makes a living doing this shit. So, wonderful conversation as you get to the mouth of the cave. I'm sure Barrick is all too glad when it's time to go into the water and the conversation has to stop.
Yes.
And not long later, you find yourselves back up on the deck of the ship. As you climb aboard, Captain Wraith comes out. Well, how to go down there? To which Avalon
There
will
was a
immediately
tree.
hold up a picture, like inches from his face, and be like, "It went really good."
It's just there's there is a tree down there. I grab the branch from my backpack. Oh, maybe pouch apparently. Here's proof that the tree was down there. I got a leaf, a root, and some seeds.
Hey, Mr. Proficient in Arcana, roll an Arcana check as you're pulling those things out of your bag.
Yeah. $11.
Beautiful. Everything except for the seeds have a magical energy to it, and as you give them a once over, you hear little whispers in your head about what they can do. Above table, if you open up the branch, leaf, root, or sap, there are descriptions for each item.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So, yeah, it was it was definitely down there.
Well, that's good to hear, and by the looks of things, it looks like you rather enjoyed your adventure. That is, if this here drawing is of any discernance as to your mood during the the encounter. Avalon will turn the painting and see like an obnoxiously large smile has been scribbled onto that particular drawing.
Yeah. So, shush! As I point and look at Evelyn. Things happen down there. I'd rather not discuss it, but we got the job done. Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely. As I'm rolling it up, I'm like, yeah, the job definitely got done, you know. But we're a party, we're a family, you know. It's important not to have secrets. As
You're asking us. You're asking us to retrieve the tree and bring it back, but the problem is if we uproot it, it might die. And there's a whole tribe of people down there with it. So I thought it would be best just to bring you seeds. So I hand him 4 of the seeds that I have.
Seeds will definitely be enough to cash in on the contract completion.
Awesome.
Good work, everybody. All right, I'm gonna go call my wife. Bree, do me a favor and get us heading back to Haven. Okay. And Captain Wraith will go and disappear into the captain's quarters. Bree, Morticia, and Mortimer will immediately get to work getting the ship underway. We still got 25 minutes if anybody's got anything.
I do actually. You said descriptions on all this stuff. Am I aware of these descriptions?
Yeah. No, as you were pulling them out of your bag, you felt the little twinge of arcane energy and heard The same voice you heard from the tree, but much softer, like a whisper of each item explaining what it does as you pull it out. So for intents and purposes, they're identified for you.
Okay. So, I am going to gather those who went on the voyage with me and explain that the other pieces that I got from the tree are magical, and I think it might be best if I'm gonna drop this information in the chat box for you guys. See who is interested in things.
Avalyn will take whichever one you guys don't want.
I mean, a couple of these I can see useful to myself, so that's why I'm kind of letting you guys look them over and choose, because
To clarify
whatever
on
you
the
don't
root,
take, I can use.
so these are
Essentially.
homebrewed items, and the wording on the root might be a little confusing. But so you get advantage on any saving throw that could result in you falling prone. So whether that be a trip attack, a spell, anything like that, you get advantage on that saving throw, and it is physically impossible for you to be knocked prone. So if if a fighter used a trip attack, a battle master used a trip attack, you'd be immune to the prone no matter what, and you'd get advantage on the saving throw. There's some spells that can knock you prone as well, like Sleet Storm, I think, can knock everybody prone, so you get advantage on the saving throw for that, potentially making it so that you'd take half damage instead of full damage. Just to clarify on the wording for that, you get advantage on the saving throw no matter what, and you can never be knocked prone, no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the leaf would be useful to me.
Okay. I will drop the leaf into the party sheet for you. I'll pass that off to you. What about the sap, Max? You with us, Jeremy?
Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
Just trying to decide. So the leaf.
Leaf is gone.
Okay.
Mad Magog took the leaf. Yes. So I got the branch, the root, and the sap left.
I will
You
protect
know-
all of you.
I guess I'll take the root. At
Okay.
some point, I might get my Gandalf moment, slam down my staff, say thou shalt not pass.
Yes.
I like it.
Okay.
That is
I-
something that would truly be a good tribute to me as a divine being.
Okay. The root is in the party sheet for you. Oh,
That was the extra seeds I deleted.
okay. Awesome.
Either of the last two would work for Avalyn, so really it's whichever one you want, Mike.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess I will take perception and investigation. Hmm.
I mean, you cast a lot more spells than Avalyn does, so you would get more
Yeah.
benefit out of the sap than I would. But
Yeah, if
I am still a spellcaster, and I could still use that +1 for my spells, so it's
Yeah,
entirely up to you.
yeah. No, we'll send the branch on over.
Okay. If you are attuning, make sure you click it in the inventory. And I'll have to go in and manually code all that stuff. Mike, can you know how to add that +1 to all your spells, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
One question.
You'll have to do it manually.
That's fine. I can do that. But my question is, it says, which can be done by adding a drop of their blood to the jar, just once.
Yeah, just the one time.
There-
It's just like a blood
there-
well vial. That's what I
Okay.
based it off of. You put a drop of blood in while you're attuning to it, so that it knows to help you, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like the blood sorcerer you tried playing in Curse of Strahd. You have to do it
Yeah.
constantly. It's just the one drop, the one time. So,
All right.
Katie, you took the AC one, right?
Yeah.
Alright,
That's
I can
simple enough. Just
actually-
go into AC and add one.
I'm gonna hard code that for her. So you've got an effect to put on yourself, Katie. I put it on you for now. But because of the wording on Awakened Leaf, I did it that way instead of just permanently increasing your AC by 1.
Okay.
Because it is a leaf, and it says that it must remain in your physical possession for the effect to apply. So if the leaf ever blew away or got pocketed out of your pocket,
Well, it might be time to turn it into a necklace or something then.
something.
There it is. Okay.
And we can do this to Max's as well.
All right. I have it tuned and I got all those up there.
Beautiful. Max, I got your effect set, so you're immune to prone.
Great.
And then I just gotta do me. And Mike, you'll just have to remember every time you get a new spell to add
Yeah.
that effect to it.
Now, I personally am going to be imagining every time something tries to knock me prone, glowing roots extend out and hold me stable.
Hell yeah, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like with the leaf, every time that somebody misses just by 1 point, hitting the goblin basher, like it big spectral leaf shows up.
Yes.
Love it. And a little bit for me. And of course, everybody will get a long rest for next time. So,
Awesome.
well, if you're good to go, Mike, that is all I have for this
Yeah.
week. As the crew makes their way back to Haven and on to the
Yay.
next job. So, thanks everybody for coming out to watch this week's episode of The Golden Years.
Oh, wait
And-
a minute.
Yep.
There's one more question. Did we level up?
Okay.
Every goddamn time, I swear to God. I think everybody but Barrick leveled up. He needs a couple episodes to heal first.
I was gonna say
No.
after what I went through.
Needs a week to ungape before he can level up.
Oh no.
Great. Now I have to figure out what domains I have power over.
No level up this time. Jeremy, I am totally on board with you being your own deity, though. You know, using the
I love
power
that so much.
powered by the power within. Some shit. I
Like
love
it
that
probably
idea.
just helps that narrative in his head for having this inability to be knocked prone.
Yeah.
Of course, he's his own god.
Hell yeah, I love it. I think you and Odess will have some great conversations if we ever do crossovers.
jeez.
You mean you have to pray to somebody else for your powers? Fucking peasant.
The hell, dude, grow a spine.
Well, thank you everybody for coming out to watch this week's episode. We love and appreciate you. Happy Father's Day to any fathers out there who watch the stream, and we will see you back next week with hopefully everybody here for the next episode of Waters of the Deep. Goodbye and good night.